Please, Mickey, spare me! I was good to you! Look, see? When I drew you, Mickey, I drew you happy, see? Happy!
Oh, geez, sorry about this, fellas. It's just that...
I haven't been feeling myself.
Oh no, this is all my fault. Should have never made a mouse character. Should have stuck to rabbit. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Oh, where did it all go wrong? Mickey on a boat? Mickey selling hot dogs? Mickey doing blackface? Oh, that will do it. Fuck.
The Walt Disney Company, the biggest media conglomerate in the entire world, not only have they made millions of childhoods, but also adulthood. That's fucking low! I mean, they do own basically half the entertainment industry beyond just the classic cartoons and animated movies. They own Pixar, Marvel, The Muppets, Star Wars, 20th Century Fox, and yeah, that's just half the shit Universal already has in their amusement park.
Homer's double dipping and is cheating on Universal's back. He gets down like that.
It's safe to say Walt Disney is one of the biggest companies in the entire world, and it isn't going anywhere. But what if Walt Disney was Walt Scary? I always knew that Walter fellow was harboring evil, closing down Muppet Vision, greenlighting Agatha all along. There's something wrong with that man.
Mr. Walt Disney, sir, what's this book doing under your bed called Manifesto?
It's a tale as old as time. You know that child-friendly thing? Yeah, well, no, it's scary. You see Mario with sharp teeth and it's like getting fentanyl on your Halloween candy. This isn't right. It's potentially the most unoriginal idea in all of horror. Yeah, you could get all deep into it. It's about the corruption of something innocent. It's unsettling, and it can be done well, but it really just boils down to the evil hamburger helper image. There's always been this obsession with corrupting child-friendly characters. Like, clowns are now mostly seen as a horror thing, and those guys used to be the epitome of joy and whimsy. What happened? What the fuck? I would never want to be a clown in 2016. A couple bad eggs ruined the entire batch. My heart goes out to them. That must have been rough. My favorite version of this trend are those cartoon conspiracy theories that were really popular in the 2010s. Like, what if Ash was in a coma? What if Finn was in a coma? There's a lot of coma theories.
This theory believes that Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup are just regular kindergartners. Mojo Jojo is actually their older stepbrother, who is sexually interested in them.
Now hold on, run that back. Where did you get that from? Some of these are so funny because it's either the coma theories, which I guess by design you can't really disprove, or these theories that try to explain a TV show just in the darkest terms possible. Like Angelica is mentally ill and Phil and Lil are miscarriages. This Rugrats shit is actually fucked up.
Him is the girl's uncle, the brother of Professor Utonium. The reason he's evil is because he's homosexual, and the professor was really against that.
But there's just so many weird stretches or shit that just straight up has no connection to anything, and the theory creator just said it for no other reason than being edgy.
Number 14. Dora the Explorer has Down syndrome.
Oh my fucking god. For a majority of history, if you wanted your evil cartoon character dreams to be realized, you had to make it a parody or a fan work. This is where a little thing called the public domain comes in. I can pimp Dracula out and make him my bitch.
Made your game my bitch.
Oh, what? You thought you made an original character? Cool, I'm gonna wait 100 years so I can sell that fucker on t-shirts. Copyright law exists for a reason, but most of the time it's just used as a way for Disney to remind you that they own half the world, and you will have to legally repaint the walls of your kindergarten. Stop using our characters in a positive way. Our lawyers didn't permit this. Stories like Robin Hood, Frankenstein, Pinocchio, Hoodwinked weren't just born out of nothing, but the creators have been in the ground for so long, it's just socially acceptable to profit off of them in any way you want. Which is really cool, but I need to emphasize any way you want.
Monster!
I am what I am.
So this weird trend has started where anytime one of these famous cartoon characters or fairy tale characters get released into the public domain, some crazed horror pervert is ready to pounce and turn them into a scary movie or video game because you've never seen Mickey like this before.
Maybe I should kill myself.
Creepypastas have existed for a long time that get this basic idea across. Suicide Mouse, which is just Mickey taking a stroll like a fat kid when he has to run the mile, and Abandoned by Disney, my pet dish chauffeur. Abandoned by Disney is one of my favorite creepypastas of all time. I really think it's up there with Jeff the Killer, potentially. I don't know, it's hard to beat a thing of bleach fell down on top of him.
This writing is fucking fire!
Abandoned by Disney follows a man investigating an abandoned Disney resort, Mowgli's Palace. Then our main character stumbles upon the mascot's only room, where he finds a human skull inside a Donald Duck mask, and none other than a walking, talking, fucking photo-negative Mickey costume, who says to him, "Wanna see my head come off, bitch?" This story is very funny, okay? It's not even written poorly or anything, and with some more context, this is actually pretty cool, but without it, the idea of photo-negative Mickey is so funny to me, especially the legacy he left when this creepypasta was turned into a bunch of Five Nights at Freddy's fan games.
Probably heard of the photo-negative Mickey costume that wanders around.
But why am I talking so much about this creepypasta? Well, photo-negative Mickey is a hell of a lot more interesting than any of the shit we're actually supposed to look at today. And thanks to the public domain, photo-negative Mickey is finally legal!
Hold on, I didn't mean it like that.
A shit ton of video games were made for Winnie the Pooh and Mickey Mouse that try to be scary, I guess, but honestly, are they really that worth getting into? Like, do I really need to discuss bad cheese? Look at this shit. Guys, you don't need to make him look this ugly. Mickey is a free man. You can use him. My favorite take on this isn't a horror game, though. Oh no, it's even scarier. It's Rubber Hose Rampage.
A little bit of Christmas magic. Come on, you helper elves. Rudolph, a little bit of Christmas magic.
This is a Cuphead knockoff where every character is a horribly traced public domain cartoon character, and it's even more bullshit than the real Cuphead. Look at this shit. What the fuck? Now wait a second. Popeye is in the public domain, but it's only his original comic strip appearance, and this is clearly taken from a cartoon that came later. Is this an illegal video game? Can't forget the Wizard of Oz stage that's classic. This is one of the only bosses that has an opening cutscene, and I think the developers just got someone from Twitter. You ever just get that feeling that something was drawn in Flip-a-Clip?
But the video games are few and far between and not nearly as interesting as the movies. There's way too fucking many.
You know, I was kind of piggybacking off my last Halloween video where I covered horror movies based on creepypastas, and this felt like a similar concept, but the thing is, there wasn't a lot of creepypasta movies, and when there was, they were batshit insane.
Are you a fucking psycho? Is that the problem? No. Are you fucking sick?
But with these cartoon character movies, there's way too many, and almost every single one is just, what if Mickey Mouse gave me goosebumps instead of a boner?
I meant it that time.
Not that this topic can't be interesting, because it is, but I just had no idea what I was getting myself into, because this is a way less fun process. It's not a passionate or at least baffling adaptation of the source material, it's just slapping recognizable names onto shitty slasher movies. Some of these movies were already around for a while, but this trend exploded in popularity after Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, a movie that asked the question, what's Pooh's second favorite snack?
It's not Tigger ass.
This was a movie that was filmed in 10 days, has almost no actual plot, and was made for less than $100,000. It made almost $8 million. Now, how do you do this? Hey, I might not like the process, but it gets results. Enough people want to see evil Winnie the Pooh that they watch this movie. It's kind of a beautiful thing. It brings people together. It's what Walter Disney would have wanted. The movie starts with this pretty cool animated opening that tells the story of Christopher Robin abandoning the 100-acre woods, leaving Pooh and friends with no other choice than to fucking eat people, I guess. It's really funny because at some point, Pooh shows he's capable of driving a car. How about you just go pick up some groceries at the Tesco? It doesn't have to be like this. Christopher Robin is barely in the movie, but when he is, oh, he's putting his all into it.
Pooh, what happened to you after all these years?
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
I really like how Christopher Robin brought his wife into the woods because he really thought his imaginary friends from his childhood would still be there. I mean, he was right, but he was just so nonchalant about their existence. The only monsters in this movie are actually just Winnie and Piglet, weirdly enough. Tigger not being here makes sense because he became public domain in 2024, but like, Eeyore is right there. Actually, no, wait, he died apparently.
Did he, you know, I'm not even trying to joke right now. He just wasn't a very happy man.
Our sad buddy Eeyore suffers from depression.
Winnie and Piglet keep Christopher Robin as prisoner to torture, and I actually kind of like this scene where Pooh just loses his shit over being abandoned. The costumes in this movie aren't very good, but they are kind of iconic at this point, although this is not a Pooh mask made for this movie. This is a generic bear mask anyone can buy. I remember it being used in this Life of Luxury video, and that was better than this movie.
Jetsu, who is that? I don't know. Jetsu!
Dude, this guy's bad.
It's also used in a later movie I'm going to talk about, Mouse of Horrors. Anyone can use this mask, but I really think the people behind this movie were trying to trick people into thinking this is connected to Blood and Honey. So there's like 2 separate layers of theft going on here.
The father wants their babies to be happy. Am I wrong?
Sadly, the movie just starts to become a generic slasher when this group of girls are introduced. It's got all the tropes. Pooh rips off a girl's shirt for no reason. Come on, guys. I thought we were supposed to be like Walt Disney, not John Lasseter.
Remember me. Woman is on phone. Let's kill her.
This is the only scene where a character is on their phone and it's not to call the police. So wait, she sees that there's a maniac wearing a bear mask like 10 yards away. Even if he wasn't a fucking bear, I would still be concerned in this situation. The movie just becomes keep away with Pooh as he chases them around like Dead by Daylight gameplay until they manage to kill Piglet and Pooh just runs back to spawn or some shit. Then a bunch of British long-haired rednecks appear to help but just completely refuse to believe their friends were murdered.
We need to get out of here now! Please!
No, girl, you need to calm down. You ain't making no sense. You girls on drugs.
Oh, women be talking.
I like how in this very perverted movie, these guys think that Pooh is a pervert and they're genuinely disgusted by him and only want to help the girls. It's a shame they all have to die though. And what is this shot? Why is Pooh like 20 feet tall? What the fuck? This movie is incredibly cheap, but they have this scene where Pooh is on the roof of the car, and it doesn't look great, but that's a decently complicated scene to execute, so I respect it. I also like how this kill looks where they don't show the actual murder. You just see Pooh holding the head. That's actually a kind of chilling visual, but you want to know what's not a chilling visual? When Pooh smiles via Photoshop liquefy tool. I don't think they should have done that one. The movie ends with Christopher Robin trying to save the day, but that doesn't go well.
I'll stay with you forever. Take me instead.
I can't believe you've done this.
You know, this has nothing to do with anything, but after I watched this, a movie was about to autoplay called Cannibal Troll, and like, wouldn't that be a troll that just ate other trolls? That wouldn't be too bad for me, I think.
So this movie isn't very good, but despite that, it's become patient zero, and now these movies are fucking everywhere.
This is what I like to call Cocaine Bear brain, where when Cocaine Bear came out, it was a success, so all the other low-budget horror movie studios started making ripoffs called Cocaine Werewolf, Meth Gator, Crack Squatch.
Dave!
Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey was so successful, it not only inspired these other movies, it also started the Puniverse, or the Twisted Childhood Universe, the fucking TCU. I'm calling it Puniverse. I don't care. That's way funnier.
So far, there's 3 more installments in this franchise, so I'm going to look at those. And I'm sad to say the big crossover event known as Puniverse Monsters Assemble is not out yet. So I'm never gonna watch it in my life.
Okay, so I'm just looking at this poster. Is that the fucking Russian sleep experiment image? Why is that there?
This is the biggest crossover since Brown v. Board of Education. Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2. What's that about? Why is Piglet back? I thought he...
Fuck off.
Oh, Piglet. Oh, God.
We need a doctor.
Why is this movie also called Blood and Honey? I feel like there should be a new subtitle. Winnie the Pooh Bucks and Money.
Suckers.
I will hand it to this movie. This is definitely the best thing I've watched out of any of these fucking things so far, which I know is shocking.
Oh, yeah. What? Oh, yeah.
Basically, everything is improved upon from the first one. The opening credits are well animated. I like how they draw parallels to how Christopher and Pooh are in similar situations. And now there's more characters like Owl and Tigger.
Fuck it, let's bounce. That's my line.
The costumes here actually look presentable. I mean, I still kind of like how shitty the first ones looked, but this is objectively better.
It looks like Pooh has a pillow shoved in there. He's so well fed for such a hungry guy.
And best of all, the character's actually character in this one. Christopher Robin is actually the main character here, and he was recast as Scott Chambers, who does a much better job than the last guy. Scott Chambers actually seems to give a shit, almost too much of a shit. Like, he's genuinely able to sell his performance.
Bunny! Bunny! Please, please!
Scott Chambers is also one of the main people fronting the Puniverse, as not only is he Christopher Robin, he's producing and also directed the next movie, Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. Scott Chambers is only 25 years old. This is actually extremely impressive. The recast is actually explained in the movie because in canon, the first movie is a fictional movie based on real events now, and they show this with a fucking 3C Films cameo like the movie news guy.
It's porn time.
A Morbin time reference? Okay then, by the way, I thought he said porn time and I was extremely confused.
Even setting bloody booby traps to try and kill me. It's like a horror version of Home Alone.
When does Home Alone go in the public domain? Hurry, write that down.
The biggest problem this movie has is that Christopher doesn't have any interaction with the monsters until over an hour in. That's kind of ridiculous. Compare that to the last one, they met immediately. Instead, Chris is investigating a random janitor at the hospital he works at because the janitor apparently helped kidnap children with a mad scientist and turn them into the 100-acre monsters, including Chris's younger brother. His brother is fucking Winnie the Pooh. That's the revelation in this movie.
Fucking saw you. You took my brother and you took my friends, and fucking tell me what happened.
I can see you're very upset.
I swear to fucking God, I will fucking kill you.
I like how this janitor helped turn kids into Tigger, but then decided to have a moral compass and kill the mad scientist. And then himself.
Oh, no! They never elaborate on the scientist, so please, Puniverse people, if you're listening, make the evil scientist Mickey Mouse. This is fucking genius.
To be fair, when Christopher actually starts realizing, oh shit, I have to stop Pooh, that's when the movie turns batshit insane and all the monsters are killing people at a rave that's being held in an abandoned factory for some reason. At this point, I fuck with this movie. It knows what it is. The monsters are fucking stupid, and I get to watch Christopher Robin have a flaming chainsaw battle with Winnie the Pooh. Disney isn't making this kind of stuff. The movie ends with Pooh's defeat and the one time he says anything. Very fitting. I like how happy Chris is, even though he knows there's still monsters out there. It's also like playing the shittiest end credits music ever.
Chris, Owl and Tigger, they're still out there. You're not done yet. And that's Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. Honestly, for the standards of these movies, it was pretty good. I wonder what's next on the list.
Oh, Penis Pan.
The idea of a Peter Pan horror movie where Peter Pan is the villain is a little funny to me because Disney themselves have done this multiple times.
Look at me, I'm 50 years old and I'm still Peter Pan.
In Once Upon a Time, he's like Rumpelstiltskin's evil dad or some shit.
Do you think I want to be with you? That I could ever forgive you after you abandoned me?
I'm disappointed, Rumpel.
While Hook is a hero and is supposed to be like a sexy bad boy or something, also Peter Pan was the villain in the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie. Think I'll forget about that? I'll never forget.
This place looks weird. Remember that animation style where everything looked real, but nothing looked right?
I respect this Scott Chambers guy. Seems like a hard worker, but this movie is fucking boring.
What freak? You gonna pay for that?
Nothing really interesting happens. It almost makes me afraid for the next movie he's directing, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 3. And what's next after that? Pinocchio?
And these are two movies I'm definitely gonna watch. I don't know what just...
You know Peter Pan, right? Well, what if he was a sadistic maniac who kidnapped kids?
So... Peter Pan?
And what if he wore a scary fucking mask? This movie genuinely takes more inspiration from Black Phone than anything Peter Pan related. Now, I haven't watched Black Phone, but it's a guy doing a Joker impression or some shit while kidnapping kids in a van and keeping them in a weird house. Also, just fucking look at Peter. That's just the grabber.
I take you with me.
He's dressed exactly the same. He calls on a phone sometimes. He even has a grabber mask for no reason. Put this motherfucker on a Fanta can.
Grabber juice.
The most they do is Peter mentioning Neverland, Peter's Shadow shows up for one scene, which is kind of cool. I guess Tinkerbell is in the movie, but she's a drug addict. Get it? Because she's on pixie dust or whatever the fuck. Also, Captain Hook is in the movie for like 5 seconds to take Peter away, and that's it. The main characters are also Wendy and Michael from the original story, but it's really only them in name. Michael in this movie is implied to be gay because a certain word makes a cameo that I don't think was in the original story. What's interesting though is that apparently Scott Chambers said he got some pushback from people above him, which is really funny because why do they give a fuck? We're making the goddamn Puniverse. Why would anyone care if they implied a character was gay? Love is love. Me and Mickey are starting a family.
Oh yeah. What are ya?
The next movie in this franchise is Bambi the fucking Reckoning, and can we just be honest with each other? What the fuck even happens in Bambi? The only part of this movie that has had any cultural impact at all was Bambi's mom being 360 no scope. Does anyone actually remember what the fuck happens in this movie other than that? And Bambi's backstory is just glossed over in another opening animation where he drinks toxic waste. So the movie is just evil Giga Bambi terrorizing a family for an hour and a half. I don't care. And this is so similar to the Winnie the Pooh shit. The only difference is a giant CGI deer. Bambi's really going to town on the back of the mystery machine. I really don't have anything interesting to say about this movie other than maybe pointing out these weird bits where this kid keeps being an asshole to his grandma.
Shut up.
Why is he so fucking mean to his grandma?
What's that, Grandma?
I don't know why you bother. She's lost it. She's all...
Also, there's a scene where a bunch of bunnies kill and eat a man alive. I guess that's supposed to be Thumper.
Just call me Thumper.
And those are all the movies released by Jagged Edge Productions, part of the Puniverse saga. Again, there's that big crossover movie and a Pinocchio movie coming out, but, you know, they're not out, so I'm never gonna watch them. I wonder what's next on the list.
Oh, hey, ya pal, are you finally ready to watch my movies? You doing all right there? You look a bit different.
Shh, I didn't want him to know I'm out here. I'm actually a much bigger Popeye fan than a Mickey fan. Popeye boy at heart.
I've always found myself strangely attracted to the little one-eyed sailor man.
The beginning of 2025 marked the addition of another classic cartoon character to the public domain, Popeye the Sailor Man. You know Popeye. Everyone knows Popeye. I thought Popeye was a food. No, but seriously, Popeye is iconic, and despite not being born in the right generation for this at all, I was actually a huge Popeye fan as a child. He taught me that if you eat your greens, maybe you can get some of that olive oil action. You know, that just kept me going.
Oh, what the fuck?
So I would say I actually kind of have a soft spot for Popeye as a character. I'm about to see some bullshit, aren't I?
God damn it, they know how to reel me in. They know I bought the gangster Popeye hoodie.
Popeye is not a very versatile character to begin with. I like Manol, but show anyone under 20 an image of this character and you're getting pepper sprayed. He's not nearly as well known as Winnie the Pooh, Peter Pan, and definitely not Mickey fucking Mouse. And what makes it weirder that these movies were still made is that you're only allowed to use Popeye's first appearance. All other future appearances where he has his iconic spinach isn't in the public domain. Popeye's first appearance isn't even fucking cool. It's in a comic strip called Thimble Theater, where this guy says they gave olive oil the slip, which where I come from can't mean anything good. Then they talk to Popeye, whose only character trait is that he's a sailor man. The line, "You think I'm a cowboy?" was so funny in 1929 that the comic strip was immediately renamed to Popeye. You know, we're judging now, but there wasn't a lot to laugh about in 1929. The funniest thing that happened that year was the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, and that got a light chuckle at best.
With that, please tell me why there's 3 fucking Popeye horror movies.
The first one is called Popeye the Slayer Man. Ooh, I see what you did there.
The Sailor Man. I like the Slayer Man.
When I hear Slayer Man, I kind of imagine Popeye as an Ash Williams type protagonist. But no, we get this instead. What is scary about Popeye? In this movie, he's like a mutated monster man that lives in a spinach factory. Wait, the spinach thing came later. You legally can't use the spinach thing. That's not in the public domain. This company could get the shit suit out of them. Did nobody look this up before deciding to focus the entire movie on a spinach factory? I feel like this is really basic knowledge they should have known.
Step back, motherfucker. I'll cut your fucking balls off.
Guys?
They also name a character Olivia Oil, but that's actually okay. She's in public domain too. But then there's a Wimpy cameo. Please leave a comment if you know who the fuck Wimpy is. I want to see all 2.5 people that know what a Wimpy is. Wimpy is a little fat burger man from Popeye that enters the public domain in 2027. So they're fucked. The Wimpy lawyers are coming to get them.
He's not a ghost. Sailor Man.
Popeye in this movie looks so funny, man. He looks like the Yo Mama Brody Fox skin suit.
There's too much fucking shit on me. I can't breathe.
Of course, the plot is a bunch of young adults go into the spinach factory and hilarity ensues. The stereotypical douchebag boyfriend shows up with his friends, and I really like their dedication. Like, they're willing to wander into Popeye territory just for their bro.
That's my boy Terry.
Take this. Just in case the Sailor Man wants a little bit of Terry ass.
I really like when Scary Monster Popeye just walks over to look at a laptop. It's a really good visual.
Ah, shit, I could have just looked this up instead of looking at my waterlogged Playboy pinups.
The movie ends with the reveal that Olivia is Popeye's daughter, and so naturally this happens.
Daddy?
My sweet.
Is this creepy? Is this sweet? Is this beautiful? I haven't watched enough Popeye films to know yet.
Smell your pipe smoke. I'm gonna kill you, you fuck.
The next movie is called Popeye's Revenge. I feel like something had to happen before for there to be a revenge.
This movie starts with another storybook opening, and not only has this been done like 5 times already, it also makes no fucking sense. This isn't a fairy tale. This is Popeye the goddamn Sailor Man. Popeye's backstory is so weird too. He was born with giant deformed arms, and after killing a boy, the entire town went on a witch hunt, so his parents had to lock him in the basement. That would be acceptable if this happened in like the 40s or something, but no, they say this happened 15 years ago. This also means Popeye is in his mid-20s at best in this movie, and he's not really looking like that. He needs something. He's like Head and Shoulders or something.
We haven't had a video hit 100k views in nearly 2 months.
Oh shit, I didn't know they put me in this movie. That was all just the opening, and now of course it's about college kids making out, smoking weed, and trying to turn Popeye's house into a haunted house attraction.
In the next few days, we're going to turn Popeye's house into, drum roll, a haunted house attraction.
Oh yeah, Popeye shows up and kills them. The main characters in this movie are so unlikable. They're all there to work on this haunted house for this girl's family or something, but they all fucking hate her and don't want to do it. Everyone is just kind of unpleasant, and I'm okay with Popeye murdering them. I'm gonna be real. Also, why does she expect all of her friends to build a haunted house with her in the first place? And she's talking about how she has to make them work harder. This is not fun.
Motherfucker, that's called a job!
They hit this guy with their car, and he just immediately gets up and asks them where they're going, like a Skyrim NPC. And they're like, Popeye's house. And he's like, don't go to Popeye's house. Motherfucker, go to the hospital. Then they all start getting picked off one by one. Some guy jerks off on the dock and gets his dick anchored. Typical stuff to happen in a Popeye movie. I'm pretty sure it happened in the Robin Williams one. Why does he sound like Phil from Riddle School 4? A big twist is revealed. Olive Oil is in this movie, but she's actually Popeye's sister. Don't worry, it doesn't get weird, mostly.
Whoa! He just threw it! He just threw a shitty CG fireball at Germa, and he's burning!
Olive Oil and Popeye both die. The end. That's Popeye's revenge against that group of people that did nothing to him, but he's still got revenge on them.
I like the Slayer Man.
Three fucking Popeye horror movies. Come on, man.
The last one is called Shiver Me Timbers, and despite being the cheapest and most amateur one, it's actually the best one so far, which is impressive because it kind of seems like it would be the worst one from the trailer alone.
This film's got sex.
Give me some Shiver, baby.
Huh, boring. Where's my Popeye at?
I am what I am.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The cast of this movie is actually somewhat likable, and that's enough for these movies. The bar is sinking to the bottom of the earth. Olive Oil is the main character along with her brother Castor Oil, who was actually the main character of the comic before Popeye took over the entire damn thing. I guess You Think I'm a Cowboy resonated more with audiences than I'm glad we gave Olive the slip. Also, speaking of that, when Popeye shows up and almost gets hit like the guy in the last movie, he actually references the comic.
Are you a sailor?
Does I look like a cowboy?
But also, I don't know if the joke really works because he's not even wearing a sailor outfit. He doesn't look anything like Popeye. Then the group encounters a homeless man, and dude, that is a grade A homeless man. He has the 80s homeless man gene. They don't make people like this anymore.
He had that book about meteors turning people into monsters.
What?
I heard if a Popeye bites you, you become a Popeye.
Then they meet up with a bigger group, and the movie becomes another Popeye walking around killing people special. Oh, you shouldn't have. For some reason, the way Popeye becomes a murderer is that a little meteorite falls into his pipe, and that just mutates him somehow. And he's not even rabid or anything. He's just murderous now. Also, let's talk about this. What the fuck is going on with Popeye's face? What is this shitty small soldier CGI? Why did they decide to animate his head like this? Honestly, I can't tell if it's CGI or AI or maybe a mix of both because it's just so fucking weird looking. This guy decides to walk away to go take a shit and they don't cut away. You have to watch this guy take a shit. It's a good thing Popeye is here to put a stop to that. I'd like to point out that this movie starts by claiming the story is based on real people, real events, and real murders. The story depicts actual murders that occurred, and it's all real. Popeye is real, and he will kill you, motherfucker.
You're fucking dead. And your friends, too.
At some point after Popeye starts his massacre, a character just gets killed by a comet flying into their head. Popeye wasn't even involved that time. Don't pin this on him. Olive Oil has to stealthily sneak around Popeye, and it goes on for just an outrageous amount of time. It constantly cuts this clip of Popeye sharpening shit. It actually feels like a YouTube poop. This goes on for 4 minutes. The movie ends with an Aliens reference and Olive Oil grabbing a big cartoon buzzsaw and just really going to town on Popeye. This might be the best sequel bait for any movie ever.
Whoa, hold up. Are you saying that the mutant sailor is on the loose again?
Same MO. Heads getting ripped off, the whole shebang.
It's like a twisted sequel to what happened in California.
The only thing this is missing is Christopher Robin coming out of the shadows to recruit Olive to the team.
Groovy.
Oh, boo! Get the fuck out of here, bro!
So that was Shiver Me Timbers. It was better than the rest, but only because I didn't know what to make of it. I generally watched this movie with my hands over my mouth like I was watching 9/11 footage. This shocked me to my core.
Speaking of American holidays, don't you feel a little festive right now? It is November because this video is late as shit. It's not quite Christmas, not quite Halloween, so how about we just combine the both? What's the worst that can happen? This has been a horrible lesson. Don't do this.
The Mean One released in 2022, a movie that asked the question, what if the Grinch was a bad guy?
Newsflash, Hollywood, he is a villain like 99% of the movie. It's not that different.
You seem like the kind of person to look up which random cartoon characters are in the public domain, so you're probably confused that this movie exists because the Grinch doesn't enter it until 2028. Well, this movie did something called, well, he's not technically the Grinch, he's the Mean One.
Oh, I'm not the Grinch. I just have Ebola.
I'm surprised this didn't land them into any ruthless Seuss legal trouble because the Mean One is literally just the Grinch. Like, other than random patches on his costume, this is just Jim Carrey's Grinch. The contrast is so funny here because one is a ruthless serial murderer that doesn't listen to reason or love, and the other is the Mean One. You don't even have to make Dr. Seuss scary. It already is. Remember the Cat in the Hat movie? That's like The Hills Have Eyes. That shit's fucked up.
Dirty hoe.
And don't get me started on Seuss Landing. The Mean One is not a very good movie. The story is just the Grinch, but he kills people, and they don't say anyone's actual names.
Remember that story about Cindy You-Know-Who?
Oh, because I already know the name. That's why they call him Jesus You-Know-Who now.
Technically, the movie isn't very good either. It kind of just looks like a Hallmark movie, and when the action scenes are happening, it's filled with CGI blood and generic scream sound effects. It kind of looks like a Rocka Rocka video, but like worse than a Rocka Rocka video where it's just a cartoon character beating and killing people with stunts. Again, I don't really like this movie, but the people behind it seem really sweet. Apparently they're all very close friends, so this movie has this warm, loving aura to it, unlike the other movies that have the aura of a dirty porno theater's floor. The mean one is played by David Howard Thornton, who is most well known for Terrifier, Terrifier 2, Terrifier 3. He's the titular Terrifier in those.
Hey, pal, don't forget Screamboat.
Not yet! Not fucking yet, Mickey! No, not yet!
Obviously, David does a good job, and the mean one is literally the best part of the movie, but also, it just feels kind of awkward that he doesn't talk or anything. I know it wouldn't make him scary at all, but he's already not scary. It would be way better if he was cracking shitty jokes while killing people.
Almost lost my cool.
It feels like they just got the Art the Clown guy to be Art the Clown dipped in green paint. I want to see him do more Grinch stuff. Now him tiptoeing with his fingers, that was awesome. That saved the movie. The final battle happens with fucking peppermint shotguns and shit until Cindy just forgives the mean one. She sees that he kept the gift she gave him as a child, but he's killed so many people at this point, and she forgives him and gives him a little kiss. Okay, Cindy. Oh, his heart grew 3 sizes and exploded. Oh,
so it's funny to you that green people have higher chances of heart attacks. So that's fun. Oh, wow.
But I gotta do what I do.
Yeah, you got any weapons on you, bud?
No, all I have is my wallet. Hey, I didn't say you could reach for anything. Drop it.
Well, I guess it's time for the Mickey Mouse movies now. I said I guess it's time for the Mickey Mouse movies now.
The Walt Disney Company would attempt to extend Mickey's due date multiple times by lobbying for an extension of copyright law. Disney continued to strengthen copyright protections, but this did not stop Mickey's time from running out. So, on January 1st, 2024, Mickey was free.
Oh, I wouldn't say free. More like under new management.
Disney's character? Oh, I think you mean our character.
I want to sue Disney.
Again, it's only Mickey's first appearance, but the fucker hasn't changed much. He's still recognizably Mickey. So hey Disney, why is your main man cutting this guy's dick off on my TV? That's fucking sick. I'm gonna be honest, some of these movies just aren't worth talking about that much, and there's just so many, so let's do a little lightning round.
Mickey's in other people's movies. He's gone turbo.
Mouseboat Massacre, the poster for this one is really something.
He's the most miserable person on earth. Miserable Mikey.
This movie barely takes place on a boat, and it is seriously just cam girls taking off their clothes for most of the movie until Mickey shows up and cuts a guy's ding dong off, as previously mentioned. The only notable thing this movie has is this weird shitty Friday Night Funkin' ass animation that's in the opening that probably has some AI generation on it. It looks like 3 Lane Studios.
Go fuck yourself.
The next movie is Mouse of Horrors, which I genuinely could not remember anything about for a second. I looked at my notes and I stopped making them about halfway through the movie. I do not remember if I even finished this. I've seen some pretty bad trailers so far, but this might be the first one I saw that seems just unfinished. Like, the audio is all fucked up. I thought for sure this would only be a problem in the trailer, but lo and behold... That's just how the movie sounds. They accidentally recorded the entire thing under a pillow. It's a common mistake.
And this is a man's hand. You killed some poor bastard for nothing.
This is the movie that uses the same mask as Blood and Honey, and apparently Mickey and Pooh are experiments in this, but Mickey is clearly just a guy wearing a mask, so I don't know.
I want you to be my one. Either that, or your friend gets a head full of lead.
Fuck you. What the fuck? What, she did it?
He looks like a rat.
Their goal in this movie is to kill women and stitch them together into a monster wife, I guess. You know, Minnie for Mickey and Piglet for Winnie.
Okay.
Fucking, this is good. I like this.
One of the only discoveries I made from this movie, other than my orientation, was this woman, Danielle Scott.
Not only is she in this movie, she's in the first Blood and Honey, Popeye's Revenge, and the Five Nights at Freddy's knockoff, Freddy's Friday. She's the queen of this shit.
I'm not gonna let Freddy kill anybody else ever again.
One of the most interesting looking of these movies was Mickey's Sleigh House. Just by looking at the trailer, there's a lot of weird shit going on. Mickey's bulked up and he looks like fucking absolute Mickey. It looks like the end of the movie uses a heavy amount of green screen, which looks funny. And there's shots in this that are clearly AI, like this guy and Mickey burning, which is just modern Mickey, so they could get sued for this. Yes! The fact that this movie might be full of random AI shots made me so excited. This sounded like another train wreck, but the train wreck's in a new and interesting way, so I tried to watch this movie and I just can't fucking find it. It's not on any streaming service, and I can't find information on where it would even be. So I guess I can't watch Mickey's Sleigh House now.
If you have any information on the whereabouts of Mickey's Sleigh House, please contact the Lost Media Wiki. If they found ulterior motives, they can find anything.
Everyone knows that you're in the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Donald and Goofy.
The Mousetrap is a movie actually worth talking about. It's been a rough couple of weeks.
There's a guy dressed up as Mickey Mouse.
The trailer for this movie released the day Mickey became public domain. The corpse was still fresh. What's the legality of that? Because that means this movie was definitely filmed before Mickey was legal.
He's only 95 years old, you sick fuck!
To avoid this though, the movie puts this long ass Star Wars title crawl because get it? It's scary Disney, and Disney isn't scary usually. This is probably the first sign that they tried to give up near the end of production because the entire movie has this framing device that was clearly added later. It's this girl being interrogated by the police, so that gives away who's going to die just immediately. It also makes no sense because we're shown shit she can't possibly know about to tell them.
Told him to run.
Well, I guess he wasn't very fast.
It's great fucking police work going on here.
Once you know, you can't unknow.
We'll take our chances.
Why are these scenes written so generic like this? What is this dialogue? The opening credits use this weird animation and wait, what the hell? Walt Disney stole this credit sequence and sold it off as his own animation.
Do you want to be my boyfriend? No. Okay. No, that's okay. It's fine.
You need to date someone your own age.
First Disney movie to be anti-pedophile. I don't know about that dinosaur movie. I don't, something about that one. I don't like it.
Well, what would you like me to do, Rachel?
Just kill him.
Rachel, don't say that.
I don't want to say it, just do it.
The best actor just left the movie.
The main character, Alex, talks to her boss and he tells her she has to stay overnight for a party that was booked late. Then this motherfucker proceeds to go into his goddamn Mickey Mouse room. Bitch is drinking scotch while watching Mickey Mouse cartoons. This is my kind of guy.
You want to see what I see?
Oh shit, my evil demonic haunted Mickey Mouse mask is talking to me again.
Motherfucker, I'll kick her ass!
Yes, the killer in this movie is just a middle-aged British man that puts on a possessed Mickey Mouse mask. He's completely normal before this too, and shows no signs of being a serial killer. Well, he is a hardcore Disney fan. All of those long cold nights watching Fox and the Hound 2 might have broken him. Also, I would like to point out the Angry Birds cabinet here. That's not public domain. Gonna get sued up the ass by Rovio. Alex's whole friend group turns out to be the late party there to celebrate her birthday, even though it's not her birthday. Okay.
He means to get her drunk. Same thing. Hey, it's not a bad tactic.
Putting a whole new meaning into slipping someone a Mickey. What the fuck are we talking about?
Mickey didn't get invited to the threesome!
I am still playing around with the idea of whether I'm gay or not, so...
Oh! Yeah, because it couldn't have... Yeah, it's popular now, right, okay.
Whoa, is this Disney's 19th first gay character?
It's blood, not my blood. Ryan's gone absolutely nuts.
It's probably just Ryan.
No, listen to me.
What do you mean it's probably just Ryan? How normal is it for this to happen? Why are you all still hanging out with this Ryan guy? What is this friend group?
Please, trapping women? That's totally a Paul thing to do.
Girl, I know he's on the registry and all, but You should invite him to the party.
This movie constantly has this romance plot going, and that's fine. Most of these movies have that to give the illusion of some sort of depth. But I think there is genuinely more work put into this romance plot than the horror, which is not really what I want in my Mickey the Mouse murder movie.
Ask me out.
Not that it's well written either, but it feels like way too much time is dedicated to it for no reason. Then the violence in the movie is some bullshit.
I think Buddy here's on the spectrum or something.
Really sadistic, sick stuff Mickey is doing, like making a guy a little motion sick on a roller coaster. Oh no, are you gonna make me stay up after 9 p.m. too? It's so weird because they start acting like the Mickey murderer could be anyone because he's wearing another character's hockey shirt for some reason, but not only do I see a big ass beard sticking out, why is this a murder mystery now? We know who's doing it. It's the middle-aged British man. This definitely has to be the result of a reshoot or something because it makes no goddamn sense.
Did Mickey just fucking teleport? Why can Mickey Mouse teleport in this movie?
Yeah, so he's not just an insane person or even a person possessed by a spirit. This is a magical teleporting man now.
Teleporting fat guy.
The movie doesn't even try to explain this. It just happens.
No, it's not crazy. A guy dressed as Mickey Mouse is killing us. Teleportation is still very much on the table.
I will give the movie this. I don't completely hate the cast. They're clearly trying and can actually be pretty funny at times.
No, we're not drunk. You went crazy and started killing people.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Specifically, this guy knows what he's in, and I enjoy whenever he says anything.
It's a mouse.
With magic.
So what do we do?
Kill Ryan. Kill.
Fuck did you just say to me?
Mickey is allergic to flashing lights or some shit. I don't even care anymore. So they set up this trap and the movie seems to care just as much as me because Mickey just decapitated Alex. The movie just gives up.
I never got to ask her out. And he just cut her head off.
I am not kidding. That is just the end of the movie. I mean, I guess it's the best Mickey Mouse movie so far and the actors fucking carried it. But oh my god, there is just nothing here. The most exciting action scene is a man in a Mickey Mouse costume being trapped under a chair. I'm not on the edge of my seat watching this.
Beep, beep, beep. The call you're trying to reach is dead.
Mickey Mouse! Mickey Mouse! You want to speak to Mickey Mouse?
It's Mickey Mouse!
It's me, Mickey Mouse!
What the heck? Oh my god, guys, it's Mickey Mouse!
Well, look on the bright side, pal. You only have one more movie. Oh, god damn it. Not this shit again.
This is it. The final frontier. Screamboat. And I'm happy to say it's not complete shit this time.
Mickey, there's one movie here that isn't shit. One fucking movie!
Aw, don't mention it, pal.
Screamboat, huh? Come on, not one movie called Steamboat Killy. It was so obvious. This movie was announced immediately after Mickey became public domain with this strange poster that made me think this movie would star as CGI Mickey, but it turned out just to be a placeholder. The actual Mickey in this movie isn't a guy in a mask, isn't a science experiment that's still a guy in a mask. It's an actual 1 foot tall rat man played by David Howard you-know-who, and it is fucking glorious. This movie was directed by the same guy who directed The Mean One, and this is a way better movie. To be fair, The Mean One's main downfall was the writing and whoever was in charge of the sound effects and playing the same stock scream. But this movie just cuts the bullshit and gives you what you want to see. Stupid fucking Mickey murdering people on a boat. And they do basically every gag you would want to see in a movie like this. This is how you make one of these films. I kind of find it funny how much David Howard you-know-who is fan casted as the Joker whenever movies like this is what he actually does. And I totally agree because he's so fucking good in this movie. I don't care much for Terrifier, but there's a reason Art is now up there with the rest of the horror icons. This guy is really good at getting into stupid costumes and doing this shit. Because Mickey is 1 foot tall, he's either David on a green screen or a really shitty puppet, and it's the funniest thing ever. Even if the effects aren't great in this, I'm just happy to see a movie that's actually practical and has some artistry to it that isn't plugging blood splatter into After Effects. The movie starts with a quote by the one, the only Walt D.
Who the fuck is Walter Dick? Yeah, I know a couple more quotes he said. We don't hire your kind. Yeah, put that up there. The plot is that this group of people have to survive Mickey on the New York Staten Island ferry, which is personally interesting to me because I just rode on this thing like last month. It's actually kind of weird recognizing specific places that they show in the movie.
Mayday, mayday, SOS! The Staten Island ferry is fucked!
So without knowing it, I kind of actually visited a set from one of these movies. Seuss Landing. Wait, hold on. Something doesn't feel right. Hurry, zoom into the Statue of Liberty. Oh, dear Christ. He's already gotten to it.
Don't throw your life away. Not for the Staten Island ferry.
There's a ton of Disney characters and archetypes that are parodied in this movie that feel like it would come off as cheesy or try hard, but the movie is so stupid that it kind of just doesn't matter. Like, characters are named Pete and Mortimer, you know, like Pete the cat and Mortimer Mouse.
We'd basically be frozen. Let it go.
I heard there's a couple hidden Mickeys in this movie. Comment down below if you spot him. Then there's this group of girls that are supposed to parody Disney princesses because this movie asks the hard questions. What if Mickey Mouse was evil? What if the Disney princesses were all slutty? What if Walt Disney was racist? Oh, fuck.
About the orb of confusion.
Occupy.
The main cast in this movie is kind of forgettable, but it's not like they really have to be that interesting. They're kind of just a vehicle for more Mickey hijinks.
You saw Pizza Rat too? Seriously? Pizza Rat? Oh, that damn rat chipped them off.
Again, they're not the best, but I'd take shitty MCU dialogue over another group of college kids.
Hey, Steamboat fuckface!
Okay, you know what? I'm realizing this movie is cheesy as fuck, but I just enjoy that.
Okay, I'll say it. It's gotta be terrorists. What?
At some point, Mickey cuts off a guy's you-know-who and proceeds to drop it in a different guy's face. Why is Mickey Mouse cutting off people's penis like an underlying theme between these movies? The greatest scene in this movie is probably when this homeless man explains Mickey's backstory and he was just a real rat owned by a man named Walter.
Hey. Everyone called him Walt.
You're really breaking new ground here, guys. It is objectively funny that they just put Walt Disney in the movie and also tried to animate this rubber hose cartoon, but it just moves around like fucking this. Also, the Mad Doctor makes an appearance during this, who I thought would be copyright infringement because he came later, but apparently Disney just did not give a fuck about renewing the copyright on him, so he's been in the public domain since the 60s. Look, for every Mickey penis scene, you learn a new public domain fact. The movie concludes with the main character's boyfriend dying, so she dresses up like Minnie Mouse to basically seduce Mickey and throw him overboard.
If this doesn't make you a New Yorker, nothing will.
Suppose I can give your hometown one more shot.
Her boyfriend got murdered by Mickey Mouse on the Staten Island ferry. And this movie is still about learning to love New York. Then, of course, a post-credits scene reveals Mickey's still alive, along with the real Minnie. And Pete. You know, Pete, the boyfriend I just mentioned earlier, he's alive too.
I'm coming, bro.
Who the fuck is this? I don't think this guy's anywhere else in the movie. All right, I'll hand it to you, Screamboat. You were actually worth a damn, and it's even getting a sequel, which I might watch on my own time. I'm never making a video like this again. This shit was painful unironically. Like, I'm not even doing a bit. This fucking sucked, dude. Oh, God. With Screamboat and Winnie the Pooh 2, I kind of see the positive side of these movies, though. The majority of them are just shameless cash grabs taking advantage of big names, but sometimes they can have merit if done right, and if there's enough passion there. But usually there isn't. And these movies are not stopping here. They're gonna keep coming and coming and coming, as long as more characters are released into the public domain. But hey, maybe that will give some people the opportunity to actually do something new and interesting with them. Or just make another shitty horror movie, probably. It's done. It's finally done. I finally watched all the shitty cartoon character movies. Why the fuck did I do that? That wasn't worth it at all. All these movies are fucking shitty and terrible. Even if they have redeeming qualities, it's nowhere near enough. And I just wasted all my time on this shit for no reason.
What if you didn't need time?
What
What are you talking about?
Let me tell you something, son. Cartoons are forever. We don't get time, we get eternity. Been around for 95 years and I feel great. This public domain thing isn't so bad.
What does that have to do with me?
It's spreading, you know. The time is coming up for everyone sooner than you think. Bugs Bunny, Superman, Donald and Goofy, Betty fucking Boop. We're gonna make Betty fucking Boop horror movies.
I wrote this in as a joke because I really thought this wouldn't happen. They're making a Betty Boop horror movie, okay?
No, not that, anything but that.
Oh, but you wanted your time back. Who's to say the world isn't my oyster and the whole world isn't public domain now? What if you're public domain?
You can't do that. I'll sue you.
What? You went to a copyright office, got yourself copyrighted? Nobody does that shit. Look, motherfucker, you're on Serial now. I'm allowed to do this. Oh, fuck! Ah!
Oh my god!
Well, I guess you could say he wasn't cheesed to be here.
Was Black Phone 2 worth it, guys?
No.
You all hated that movie.